Welcome to my channel. Let's see what sign chosen at random comes next. Leo. Leo, this is your reading. This is for all Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. As always, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, please check your Moon and Rising signs. I would love to hear a comment below whether or not this resonates. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and cleanse. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to ask our angels and spirit guides to please give clear and concise messages. Purpose, clearing out the deck. All right, let's see what we got for you, Leo. How's everyone doing? Cross watchers are welcome, by the way. See what messages are coming in for the sign of Leo. Spirit, please give me clear and concise messages for the sign of Leo. All right, let's see. Spirit, please give me a message for the sign of Leo. What do we have to say for the sign of Leo? These messages are genderless. I do not read gender. Please take them as they fit. Spirit, do we have anything for the sign of Leo? Thank you. All right, you have the Justice and the Three of Wands. So with the Justice card here, I feel like Justice card and the Three of Wands, I feel like you're waiting on something to come to fruition. You've been manifesting and or waiting on a decision to be made. But you're waiting to see what the outcome is going to be on that decision that you plan on making, right? I feel like there's something that you have to see come to light first in order for you to make that final decision. I'm not sure what this is about. What's this about? Knight of Swords. This is some sort of message that you're waiting to hear from someone. So I feel like you may have left this in the hands of someone else. It's a decision that you may have left in the hands of someone else. I don't know if you're in a connection. For a selective few, you could have been in a connection where you asked this person for either their hand in marriage or for them to be your partner, and that person didn't really answer you yet. Or that person may have been a little bit unsure when you asked. Maybe they didn't feel ready, or this could be you. Maybe someone asked you to be their partner or to be their spouse. And although for some of you, you may have said yes, I just feel like that's something that you are a little bit unsure of. And I'm not certain why I'm getting this message. Why am I getting this message, sir? What's going on with this message that's coming in for Leo? I just feel like you're kind of in limbo. Okay, so a couple of things here. You've got the Temperance card. Okay. You've got the Six of Swords and the World. All right, so with the Temperance card here, it's telling me there's someone who wants to move forward with you romantically, but you're not too sure on which way to go. I feel like you have options that you're weighing, right? For some of you, you may be at a distance from this person, and because of that, you don't want to take that plunge. and commit, because you just don't see how it's going to work out with that person so far away. Or for some of you, I just feel like there's more than one person you're entertaining, and you don't feel 100% certain to give in to this person, right? Or it just feels comfortable the way it is versus taking it to another level. Um, with the World card, there is some sort of completion coming in. So I don't know if maybe you're going to come to a decision at some point regarding that connection. We'll see a little bit further in to see what the World, ask for clarification on the World card, because I feel like the world is typically just closing out a cycle with someone. So I don't know if maybe you closed out a cycle because this person wanted to take it to another level that you didn't see it going to, or you're going to make a decision and close out that cycle. Take it as it resonates, Leo. I feel like you're kind of in between right now. You're kind of in between and you don't really know which route to go. Hold on. A lot of these cards came out. I'm not reading these because it's way too many. But I do feel like that's something that you are, it's got you really thinking on the next steps, right? On your next venture, on your next where to go next. I feel like you're stuck. You're not really making a choice, but you're not really closing out the chapter either, right? It's almost like keeping someone in limbo. One day you're okay, one day you're not. One day you're happy with the person, one day you're not, you know? So you're kind of in between feelings and worlds right now. What do we have for the sign of Leo? Clarify this World card for me, Spirit. What does this World card mean for Leo? Yeah, see, you're not fully content. You got the Eight of Cups. I feel like you're missing something in this connection. There's something missing. As much as you want to move forward, it's just not fulfilling for you. It's not someone that you are willing to take these cups from. Like the person's willing to offer the cups, but there's just something missing. There's no oomph, no substance is what I'm hearing, right? And then you have the artist. Could be something else that you're entertaining or you're into. There's something else. There's something else in your energy that's not allowing you to really move forward with what this person wants to do with you, or where they see you both at. I just feel like you're both in different dimensions almost. You know, it's like it's good for what it is, but let's not take it anywhere, because it's not where I see myself with you. That's what I feel like you're feeling, Leo. Like I'm getting that heavy. I know you want to do the marriage thing, but I'm not really looking for that kind of thing, right? Let's see. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Leo? Spirit, what other messages do you have for Leo? What else coming in for the sign of Leo? Okay. You've got the reader. When I get the reader and the artist together, there's something that you want to this talks to me. There's something that you rather have in place before you move on to a higher level of commitment. There's something missing that you are currently working on. It could be your finances. It could be, because right after that you got the Ten of Pentacles. This is a very happy card. This is a card that represents family. It represents financial abundance. It represents the completion of your family. But I feel like you are missing that element when it comes to this connection. I feel like there's something missing for you to get to this point, right? And that's what's holding you back. I don't think that this person really sees it that way, but I think you see it that way, where you're not, it's almost like, damn, I really want to see it where you see it, but I don't. You know, there's either this finances lacking, or there's love lacking, or there's just not enough chemistry to keep it afloat. And that could be from your part, because I feel like it's from your part. There's just something missing. There's a piece of the puzzle that isn't really connecting with you and this person. Okay. You've got the Judgment card and you've got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's just not enough to keep this connection past whatever it is now. It's just not enough. Oof. I'm getting that you're just going with the flow, but sometimes you have to make a decision, because you waste your time in connections like this where it's like, oh, it's all right for what it's worth. Eh, he's okay. She's all right. Eh, it's cheaper to keep her, I'm hearing. Cheaper to keep her. It's wild. That it's just crazy to me. It's cheaper to keep her. All right. So for someone, that is the case, right? It's cheaper to keep her, but there's no emotional connection. There's no love. There's no substance. There's just coexistence, right? Coexistence with no emotional fulfillment is what I'm getting. Let's see what other messages come in. What else is coming in for the sign of Leo? Spirit, what else do you want to add to this? What else do you want to add to this? The Hermit and the Three of Pentacles. So you have the Hermit. This represents a sign of Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces is also here. What do I have? I have the World card. What's that? So heavy water and a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo, a heavy water. All right. And with the Three of Pentacles. So the Hermit card tells me that you are very much in your head. Sometimes you even ghost this person, right? And you have difficulty working in a collaboration or in a union with this person. Sometimes this person can get almost like nagging for you, right? Where they are asking you like, oh, why don't you want to spend time with me? Why don't you want to do this? Why don't you want to do that? Why don't you, I feel like you don't love me. I feel like, and this is you in your head, because it's like it's not fulfilling for you, but you don't know how to tell this person that you're feeling this way. And it's a disadvantage for both you and the person. So, you know, and it's not that you don't love the person. I just feel like there's just not enough substance, right? I feel like something's missing. Something's missing in that connection. Something's missing. And like I said before, it could be, a plethora of things. But in this case, I just feel like some of you are just really focused on making money. And that takes away from the connection, right? Because you're constantly on the grind. And so the person, or vice versa, the person could be someone who constantly works and doesn't really give you that emotional fulfillment, right? Because it could be both ways. That person could be constantly busy, always always on the clock, always on the job, and they don't dedicate enough time for you. But I feel like in this case, it's really more like you. Like this person puts the initiative to try to make things work with you, and you're just not there. You're not there. Okay, you're not giving enough for the connection to bloom and grow. All right, so let's see what other messages we got for the sign of Leo. Thank you. Hostilities. So Sometimes it can get real ugly, you know. You don't want to hear the constant bitterness, the constant um I feel like this person constantly reminds you as to what your shortcomings are or why you're not putting in enough for the connection. And that really grinds your gears, Leo. Like, you don't want to constantly hear someone nagging. Um, but I don't see you doing anything towards it either. Right? Like, you're not making any changes. You're just going with the flow, like I said earlier. And going with the flow is killing that connection, okay? Community. Some of you can benefit from, just hanging out with friends and talking to friends and getting feedback from other people. So if you have family members that you can talk about the situation, possibly get like an external perspective, or even a close circle of friends to get like their feedback on the situation, that's something that's going to be eye-opening for you here, okay? I feel like some of you are just going out with friends to kind of take your mind off of that too. Like, I feel like you're yeah, look, see, with the appreciation card, you're very grateful that you have a good circle of friends that really hold you down, right? And your friends are the type of friends that tell you the truth. I am not getting that you have friends that don't tell you about yourself and what you should be doing. I feel like your friends are the first ones to tell you, like, you are effing up in this area, or you know what, you're true to your mindset and your ideologies. You have a point. You have a point. You should do this. You should do that. I feel like some of you have a really close knit circle of friends that really, really give you good guidance, and you'll be needing a lot from them, specifically to just kind of decompress, is what I'm hearing. Decompress about your thoughts and where you are with this connection. Women holding a point. Some of you are just really, really focused on the grind, making money, and that connection is just taking a back burner. And this could go for your partner too. Okay, it could be that that person is really just focused on working. Yeah. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I just feel like you or this person are really focused on making money. Focused on making money. Could be both of you. Really focused on money, and you're not really not worried about the connection at all. Archangel Michael is um asking you to pay attention to this though. Okay? All right. Archangel Michael looks over law enforcement. So you could be in law enforcement, which is why it takes all most of your time, or your partner could be in law enforcement too. With Archangel Michael, it's asking you to look at your root chakra, okay? Your survival instincts, your intuition. Follow your intuition. All right. I'm hearing intuition. So if your gut feeling is telling you that this is not the right connection for you, then it's time. Archangel Michael's saying it's time. Time to make the change, right? Or redirect your attention, or let that go. Storm warning. There's something coming through though. What's the storm warning? What's the storm warning? What's coming in for Leo? Whoa. All right, you got 3 cards here. Storm warning, and you got the garden and the gates. Woman holding a heart. Okay. And door to healing and happiness. Okay. All right. So unless you make a conscious decision to make this work, I feel like it's going to come to an end sooner rather than later, actually. Sooner rather than later, because with this storm warning right next to the garden and the gate, I don't know if you can see, but the storm warning is a full-fledged storm, as you can see here. But the garden and the gate, we go from nice sunny skies to storm. So there's something coming through, either an ending, an abrupt ending regarding your heart and what you're feeling, okay? And that has to happen in order for you to get your personal healing and happiness. So you have to close out that chapter that is not serving you, okay? You have to close out that chapter that is not serving you in order for better and bigger things to come your way. Okay? Bigger and better things to come your way. Because I just feel like having them around is all good and dandy, but it's also blocking your blessings. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to someone out there. It's got to come to an end. If you're not emotionally fulfilled, spiritually fulfilled, physically fulfilled, I just feel like the lack is just not going to sustain the connection. All right, let's see. What final message do you have? Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay, your fifth chakra talks about your throat chakra, right? Communication, verbal skills. All right, it's a conversation that needs to be had. Archangel Gabriel is saying there is a conversation that needs to be had between you and this person. Period. Where are you going from here? Where are we going from here? What's going to happen to this connection? If you want to make it work, this is your opportunity. But your throat chakra is being activated. You have to talk about it. It can't just be swept under the rug and, oh, we coexist. It's not going to work. Okay. All right. So that's what I got for you. Let's see what oracle message I pick up for you, Leo. Sometimes you don't want something to end, but if you're not happy, what's the point, right? All right, let's see what other message you get. You get treasure. Protect your energy and space. So you're being asked to, really just protect your energy, okay? Protect your space. If it's something that you're not feeling completely fulfilled in, protect your energy and your space. There's just no other way around it. You're being told clear as day. Step away from it. Let it go. If it doesn't work for you, let it go. Let it go. There's no point in just holding on to something that just does not exist both ways, okay? One word, meditate. For those of you who benefit from meditating, ask your spirit guides to give you messages through meditation, okay? Some of you are really spiritually inclined, right? And you get downloads and you're able to receive messages from your ancestors and the spirit guides around you, right? So just ask for clarification. Meditate on it. That'll help you. It'll also help you to relieve stress. It'll also help you to kind of put your thoughts together and come to a conclusion of what it is that you're looking for, okay? It says, tame the shit show by finding calm in the chaos, all right? So I feel like you're so used to living in this chaotic, just meditate, center yourself, ground yourself, ask for clarification, ask for guidance from your spirit guides, and you'll be walked into the proper direction that you and your love life need to go. Okay, let's see what a final angel whisper messages you get. You are full of love, and now share it with another. Okay, so I feel like you have the opportunity to really, really find someone that best suits you, but you've got to do the work. You've got to put in the work. You've got to close out chapters that don't suit you. You've got to put in the work. And when you do, Angel's telling you, you're full of love. Share it with somebody that's worth it. Share it with someone else. Okay? Leo, that was your reading for today. Thank you so much for hanging with me. If this message resonated, please leave it in the comment below. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel. And as always, please remember that kindness matters. Love you. Bye.